Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be customizing two Draculoras into Nana from Nana. I started off with removing their face-ups. I already removed their hair. My inspiration was specifically these pictures. I really love the pink toned hair that Ayazawa uses for Hachi's design. After I prepped the body with a nail buffer, I went in with Titan Mars Pale and painted both of their bodies with a few layers until it was opaque. After I sealed that with matte varnish, I went in with my watercolor pencils and started on first Hachi's face. If you've ever watched Nana or read Nana, then you know that they are both named Nana, so I'll just be referring to this Nana as Hachi since that's her nickname, just so it's not confusing in this video if you haven't seen the show or read it. I have made Nana and Hachi before, but I used an Ever After High face sculpt and I liked it, but this time I wanted to do Monster High since I feel like it kind of looks like an anime face a little bit more. When it comes to anime faces, I also don't give them a waterline since I think I tried last time with Nana and Hachi, but it was cute to me, but it also this time I wanted it to be more accurate. So we're just building with browns and pinks at first, and then we're going with our black. In the video, she'll have pink hair the entire time. I ended up changing my mind and adding a little bit of a brown tint to her hair, so you'll see that at the end. In some of her artwork, her hair does look more pink, so I like the pink, so I was going to keep it, but then it was kind of bothering me since it wasn't as accurate, and I think the brown toned hair makes her look closer to the artwork. I basically just I didn't film it, so I basically just used watered down paint and brushed it on. It helps if the hair is wet, so then it blends a little bit better. And I use a toothbrush to brush it out and style it. Towards the end of the face up, we can go in with our white acrylic paint and add those eye shines. I love their eye styles and how there's so many eye shines. It's just so cute. Moving on to Nana's face, they are fairly similar. Nana has a little bit more eyelashes than Hachi, and I tried to droop Hachi's eyes a little bit more. We're just sketching out the eye shape. I'm really proud of how Nana's face turned out. I think both of them are absolutely adorable, but there's something, I think it might be the eyelashes. I just love the eyelashes so much. I think if I added more eyelashes to Hachi, I think I would have loved the face up even more. but she doesn't have like that many eyelashes in the art, so I didn't. But I'm just a lash girl. Like, I love adding eyelashes. So in this step, it was basically pointless since I went over it with paint anyways, but I kind of mapped out where I was gonna paint her lips anyways, even though I went over the lines a little bit anyways. We're now on the second layer where I'm building up browns. Her eyes are a little bit darker than Hachi's, so I'm building her eyes a little bit darker. Usually I'll do my painting at the end, but when it comes to lips, I recommend painting the lips not on the last layer, so then you can seal it and then shade the paint, since it'll have sealant on it, so you can shade it. Even though you won't be able to see it, I added her lotus tattoo, or her wren flower. I used watercolor pencils, but I ended up going over with a little bit of paint to crispen the lines a little bit better. I prepared some yarn wefts by brushing out yarn and then using a hair straightener to straighten the fibers. I went layer by layer attaching the yarn wefts. So this is the hair color that I originally planned. I do think she looks adorable with the pink hair, and I kind of wanted her to match this crochet doll that I have. I love both. Let me know which version of Hachi you like more, or if you like both of them. I'd really love to know, because I like them both. I don't know. I'm kind of cutting her hair as I go and using Elmer's glue to attach those wefts. I folded over her part, and then once it was dry, I went in with heat to lay that part down a little bit better. For both these hairstyles, I used a toothbrush and watered down glue to kind of brush their hair in place. These are the accessories I'll be painting: some Frankie shoes and some rainbow high boots that I cut out into strappy heels. I started off with making Hachi's turtleneck long sleeve shirt that goes under the dress. I decided to make all her parts sewn on, since with the layers, I thought that might help with keeping it down. So this long sleeve is sewn on. Then these pink leggings are also sewed directly on. I started making her little dress. It's basically a tank top dress that goes over. Here's her little headscarf, and I painted some little circles on them. I dyed this black fabric a dark purple just so it helped with the lighter part, so it kind of looked like purple in some light. For both of them, I sewed their socks on. For Nana, they were fishnet socks, and for Hachi, they were just leggings. For G1 Monster High dolls, since with G1 knees, they're so tiny, so I feel like just sewing them directly on, you can get the best shape. I sewed her skirt, basically 2 rectangles, one super long and one is for the base. I moved on to painting her Westwood logo on her shirt, and I painted a plaid design on the skirt. I made a few pleats in the skirt and attached that to the waistband. I made sure to iron down those pleats so they look good. I moved on to painting the shoes. I just painted Nana's black and Hachi's a pink and an orange. I started off with like a light pink, since at this point I didn't look at the picture, so I was just like, I'm just gonna do a base layer of pink really quick. At this point, we have all of the pieces made, so now we can move on to making some little accessories. Right now I'm making gel nails. I'm cutting out little strips of plastic, and I'm using UV resin to attach the plastic and then put a layer over it so it's a mini gel nail. Before I did this, I used some caviar beads and some hoops to give her rings and some gems. I gave her a Bratz jacket. Here they are, all completed in Hachi's pink-haired version. And here is her brown-haired version. Please let me know which version you like more.